up, YouTube? Again with your boy Santi in another video of straight piping and less. Today's video we're going to be doing a scoop on my Silverado truck. We're going to be actually using a 02 Firebird hood, and we're going to be cutting up using that as a scoop for my truck. So stay tuned for this video, guys. Alrighty, so what I end up doing afterwards, I decided to put the scoop in top of the Silverado hood to see how it fits, center it. And this was my original cut that I was gonna do, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it wider, so this right here, when it sits flat on the hood, I can kind of just fiberglass it and it kind of just goes with the flow. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just cut from this angle right here all the way down, and it should match this outer line, so when it sits flat on the hood, I can fiberglass it and make it look like it was originally from this hood, you know? Same thing on this side as well. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna start making the cuts real quick. And now I'm gonna be using this saw to go further in, all the way inside, and make the cut even faster and quicker. Because the one on the other little blade is not gonna go all the way through on this one. So pretty much it was just to cut the upper top, and then I'll use the saw real quick to go all the way through. Already, not for the inside part. I outlined this right here. That's what I'm gonna cut out. So when I cut it out, from here and this part right here, all this right here should be able to pick up all the way to the top, because it's pretty much hollow on the inside. It's not attached to anything. Same thing on the front. I'm gonna cut all this right here. Cut this, you know, this access piece, cut it out. This whole thing should come out, you know, from the other one. Crowbar, because it doesn't want to budge. Shit. I mean, kind of see the idea of what I'm trying to do. It's not quite, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. You know, a little bit more where the line is at.
I mean, it'll be different.
Huh?
I mean, I've never seen one like that before. Yeah, yeah.
So if they would match the line from the back of the truck. Okay. I pretty much already know how it's gonna look. Alright guys, if you can see, I started making the mold all around the bottom of the scoop. Started also sanding it all the way around. That's what I'm gonna be fiberglassing down to the bottom of the hood, start giving it the shape for it. So hopefully it turns out pretty good, you know. So that's the mold. The back end as well, I have to cut this extra access that it has in the back so it won't hit the windshield. So I'm gonna be cutting all this so it can match the line from the hood and the back. I also gotta be covering up that hole as well. So yeah guys, we're gonna start fiberglassing real quick. It's gonna get pretty messy. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna be grinding all this edge right here to get these little extra axes that it has. Make it be nice and smooth and curvy. I'm gonna start fiberglassing it. You can see it on this side. See that little edge? I gotta cut all of that out. Alright guys, well, I already got my fiberglass laid out. I was gonna do it like really close to the cardboard, but I'm just gonna stick it out and see how it lays out when I start spraying it right now. Already got my racing ready. Alright, we'll start spraying it and see how it looks. Alrighty guys, so this is actually the first layer. Looks so good for me so far. It looks pretty good. Just let it dry overnight. Put another coat on it, and then I'm gonna have to buy some of that Bondo fiberglass material to start giving it the shape. But it's coming there, it's coming there. Alright guys, as you can see now, I'm starting to prep it so I can start putting that Bondo glaze on it, which pretty much is a mixture of like Bondo and fiberglass at the same time, you know. So start spraying that, making a mold for it, and after I'm done with that, then I'll be able to glaze it. Still gotta finish this side right here. So I end up cutting the back end little axes that I had so it can match the line of the hood in the back. Came out pretty clean. Like I said, guys, a lot of people are saying that how come I just didn't put it flush, you know? I could have, but most of the other hoods that I see, they're all flush, you know? It's the same concept. So I want to go something different, you know? Just kind of lift it up, see if it gives it like a meaner front, you know, look on it, and we'll see how it looks, you know? I can always cut it back up again and, you know, put it flush if I wanted to, you know? Alright, so that's gonna be pretty much the first layer. On some of these spots, I did have to go a little bit heavy on it because there's, you know, it's not perfect. It's not pretty much gonna be smooth. It's gonna be slow spots, high spots. So you're gonna have to kind of fill them in, you know, and you might have to, you know, spray it kind of thicker than other spots just to, you know, make it even. And as you're going, try to cover up these little small holes. They're in between the fiberglass that happens when it has bubbles and stuff like that. So with the same bundle glaze, you're going to be trying to fill them in. This is the first coat. I'm gonna have to put another one just to kind of even it out. You can't really see on the camera, but there's some spots that are kind of sunken in. This is already pretty much dry. It's ready to start sanding now. It was almost dry. So yeah, so I'll be using 80 grit sandpaper to do this right here. I might have to do one more coat, I'm not quite sure. But that's the way it looks right now, you know. So I'm gonna let this side dry real quick, and I'm gonna start with the front end real quick and see how it turns out. It's coming out pretty smooth now. I might just have to put just one more coat just to kind of fill it in a little bit. But it's looking pretty good so far. Alrighty guys, well I'm already done sanding down the fiberglass, the Bondo glaze pretty much. It's not quite done. I just ended up putting a little bit of primer, Radican primer, so you guys can get an idea of how it's going to actually look when it's finished, you know. It still has paint holes here and there, so I'm gonna take all this primer out, completely out. Now just pretty much do the finish touch on it, you know, glaze the whole thing, match it up to the bottom, make sure I do my lines right. But I mean, it is coming along. It is time consuming, so if you guys want to do something like this, yeah, it is time consuming, man. But I mean, so far, I mean, so good. I mean, it's coming along. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. I almost have it done. Alright, so if you can see now, I just added one coat of Bondo to start giving it the shape, start molding it. I just gotta put another coat just to cover this little imperfections right here, little dimples. After that, I'll reglaze the whole thing just for the finished outcome. But yeah, it's coming along, guys. I'm gonna try to have these edges not too sharp, so it'll be able to blend in with the rest of the hood. Alrighty, guys, I'm starting to do the final glazing on the scoop. If you can see, I'm starting to tape up piece by piece. So what I do is I put a piece of tape on the edge of the piece that I'm gonna glaze at a time, because I won't make a mess, you know, on the other side. So pretty much I just put a piece of tape on it, on the edge. I'll glaze this one side, same with this one, you know. Tape the front of the edge, glaze that part, untape it while it's still kind of fresh, so it won't dry up on you. So once it's starting to get kind of dry a little bit, start taking it off, you know. Same thing on this side. I taped it up, glazed this whole upper part. Once it was starting to get a little bit kind of hard, take off the tape. Otherwise, it will, you know, dry up on the tape and it'll be hard to get out, you know. So now I'll be taping this part on the top and then glazing this whole bottom piece out, you know, because I don't want to glaze it and then all this glaze starts falling over this side and you got to take it off and redo it again, you know. So it's coming along, guys. Alright, so let me keep on putting more glaze and stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, so this is the final glaze that I put on the hood. Tomorrow in the morning I will be blocking everything out, all the edges, making them all even the back end as well. And I forgot to cover up this, so this was appears to be a NOS tip coming out there from the NOS, so I have to block that out, so I'm gonna have no NOS on it. So yeah, guys, this is the final coat of glaze, and yeah, so first thing in the morning I'm gonna block it, and hopefully it should be ready for paint. I think probably tomorrow, Friday, if not Saturday morning, and then I will put it in the truck and show you the final results, how it came out. At the end of the day, just do what you see in your vision, you know. If that's something that you have in your head and you want to go for it, just do it, you know. I got a lot of critics on this hood, you know, that look like a 3-mil cake, that look like a rocket mountain. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, do what you want, you know, because 80% of the people, when they see you do something different, they're gonna start giving you critics, because they want you to be the same like everybody else, you know. They don't want you to do something different, you know. When they see you do something different, that's when they start giving you critics, you know. How come you didn't do it flush? It would look way better. Yeah, it would have, you know. But then I'll just be like everybody else. You know, this is something that I had in my vision that I wanted to do. You know, lift a couple of inches, give it like a meaner look to it, you know. But yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, a lot of people said that I was ruining a $1,500 to $2,000 hood, you know, but it's just a hood. It's just money, you know. You stop listening to, you know, what people say. You can do a lot of things. It's not perfect. Just something that I had in my head and I wanted to do, and I just went for it. So hopefully this thing will be ready by tomorrow, already painted on my truck. I'm just waiting for the mechanic to give me a call and let me know when it's ready so I can go pick it up. Hopefully you guys, you'll see this hood on my truck May 27th for Bandas and Trocas in Fort Worth, probably this weekend coming up. And you'll see my truck at the burnout pit, hopefully, if he calls me to pick it up this weekend. Alrighty guys, well, it's finally done. Let's see what you guys think. Ooh, came out wet. He had a couple of runs here and there. I mean, Nothing major. But he did put about 3 or 4 coats on it. Man, I have no complaints about it. I mean, I like it. Ah, yeah. The good thing I'm already done with it. Took me about almost 2 weeks because I only had about 2 hours out of the day to, you know, to work on it whenever I had free time on it. And I try to fade in the edges, you know, so it can match with the hood. Probably this side's the only one that came kind of sharp, but I mean, there's nothing I can do on that one. But overall, I like it. Looks good to me. I just gotta wait till the mechanic gives me a call for my truck, you know, so I can go pick it up, so I can slap it on the truck and see how it's gonna look on the truck itself. But overall, I like it, guys. Alrighty guys, so this is the final product of the hood that I built. This is not actually my truck, it's my son's truck, but a lot of you guys asked to have the hood put on my truck, so I used my son's truck so you guys can kind of see how it looks. Alright, it didn't turn out bad. You know, some people say that it looks like a hood on top of a hood, which I mean, it probably does. But this is what I wanted to do. Just kind of lift it up a little bit, give it like an evil look to it. So yeah guys, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. A lot of people are gonna like it, a lot of people are gonna hate it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be driving it. And you can't see from the inside as well. It's not that much, it's not that high. Still see. And if one point I don't like it, you know, I can always, you know, throw it away and start over again, do another one.